Welcome to our tribute video, where we honor those who have left a lasting mark on our hearts and the world of wrestling. Today, we celebrate their incredible journeys, reflect on their unforgettable contributions, and cherish the memories they've given us. We'll also discuss the recent struggles of WWE star Kevin Owens, whose situation has deeply touched fans everywhere. Join us in remembering their legacies and keeping their stories alive. Subscribe now to be part of a community that celebrates and supports these remarkable icons. Brodie Lee, born Jonathan Huber on December 16, 1979, in Rochester, New York, was a highly respected professional wrestler, known for his blend of power, agility, and charisma. Beginning his wrestling journey in 2003 on the independent circuit, he quickly stood out due to his imposing 6 feet 5 inches frame and intense in-ring style. Wrestling under the name Brodie Lee, he gained recognition in promotions such as Chikara, Dragon Gate USA, and Combat Zone Wrestling. His rugged appearance and hard-hitting style earned him comparisons to wrestling legend Bruiser Brody, inspiring his chosen ring name. In 2012, Huber signed with WWE and was repackaged as Luke Harper. He became a key member of the Wyatt family, a dark and eerie faction led by Bray Wyatt. As Harper, he captivated audiences with his menacing persona and powerful wrestling skills. During his WWE tenure, Harper captured the Intercontinental Championship and formed a successful tag team with Eric Rowan, further solidifying his place in the company. Despite his popularity, creative limitations led him to depart WWE in 2019. Huber found a new chapter in his career when he joined All Elite Wrestling, AEW, in 2020, debuting as The Exalted One, the enigmatic leader of the Dark Order faction. His AEW run was brief but significant, as he won the TNT Championship and showcased his potential as a top-tier star. Tragically, Brodie Lee from a rare lung condition, leaving a profound impact on the wrestling community. Fans and fellow wrestlers alike mourned his loss, remembering him not only for his in-ring talent, but also for his warmth as a husband, father, and friend. AEW paid tribute to his memory with a deeply emotional show celebrating his life and lasting legacy. Absolute Andy, born on September 22, 1983, was a standout figure in professional wrestling, particularly within the European independent circuit. Known for his dynamic in-ring style and magnetic charisma, Andy left a lasting impression on fans and peers alike. His career was most notably tied to Germany's West Side Extreme Wrestling, WXW, where he became a key player and helped shape the promotion's reputation as a powerhouse in European wrestling. Andy's wrestling style was marked by exceptional athleticism and versatility. He excelled in various match types, always bringing high energy and intensity to the ring. His signature moves were crowd favorites, often thrilling audiences and demonstrating his skill and showmanship. Beyond his physical abilities, Andy had a unique talent for connecting with fans, creating an electric atmosphere wherever he performed. This connection helped him build a loyal following and made him one of the most beloved personalities in the wrestling community. In addition to his success as a performer, Andy also took on roles behind the scenes as a promoter. His passion for wrestling extended beyond his own career, as he worked tirelessly to elevate the sport across Europe. He played a significant part in inspiring and mentoring a new generation of wrestlers, sharing his knowledge and dedication to the craft. Tragically, Absolute Andy His was deeply felt across the wrestling world, with an outpouring of tributes from fans, colleagues, and promotions. He is remembered not only for his in-ring achievements, but also for his vibrant personality and his unwavering commitment to professional wrestling. Absolute Andy's legacy endures in the hearts of those he inspired and the vibrant community he helped build. Adnan Al-Qaisi, born March 1, 1939, was a legendary figure in professional wrestling whose impact resonated both inside and outside the ring. Originally from Iraq, Al-Qaisi moved to the United States and built an impressive career that spanned decades as a wrestler, promoter, and manager. His dedication to the sport made him a respected and influential figure in wrestling history. Making his debut in the 1960s, Al-Qaisi quickly stood out with his remarkable physique and magnetic charisma. He competed in numerous wrestling promotions, including the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, where he became widely recognized for his colorful personality and compelling character work. One of his most notable roles was managing the Iron Sheik during the 1980s, helping to boost the wrestler's fame and presence in the industry. Beyond his in-ring career, Al Casey was deeply passionate about growing wrestling's popularity in the Middle East. He worked tirelessly to promote the sport in that region and played a key role in discovering and nurturing new wrestling talent, thus contributing to the global expansion of professional wrestling. Throughout his life, Al Casey's larger-than-life persona and commitment to wrestling left a lasting legacy. He inspired countless wrestlers and fans with his dedication, professionalism, and love for the industry. His contributions helped bridge cultural gaps and brought attention to wrestling as a worldwide phenomenon. Adnan Al-Kaissie, but his influence remains strong within the wrestling community. Remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike, his legacy continues to inspire future generations, securing his place as a cherished and pioneering figure in the history of professional wrestling. The Road Warriors, also known as the Legion of Doom, were one of the most legendary and influential tag teams in professional wrestling history. Consisting of Michael Hawk Hegstrand and Joseph Animal Laurinaitis, they were instantly recognizable for their fierce, intimidating style, spiked shoulder pads, and striking face paint. Starting their partnership in the mid-1980s, Hawk and Animal quickly rose to prominence, dominating major wrestling promotions such as the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. The Road Warriors combined brute strength, agility, and exceptional teamwork to overwhelm opponents. Their relentless, high-impact wrestling style made them fan favorites and fierce competitors, winning multiple tag team championships, including the NWA World Tag Team and WWF Tag Team titles. Some of their most memorable rivalries involved iconic teams like the Four Horsemen and Demolition, battles that further cemented their legendary status. Tragically, Hawk from a heart attack. His shocked the wrestling world and deeply affected his partner and close friend, Animal. Hawk had struggled with addiction and heart issues, which contributed to his untimely passing. His highlighted the physical and emotional toll the wrestling lifestyle can take on performers, bringing increased attention to the health challenges wrestlers face. Despite this loss, the Road Warriors' impact on professional wrestling is undeniable. Their powerful persona and groundbreaking tag team work set a new standard and inspired countless wrestlers who followed. Inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2011, their legacy endures as a symbol of toughness, loyalty, and wrestling excellence. Jesus Alfonso Huerta Escobosa, better known as La Parca, was born on January 4, 1966, in Hermosillo, Sonora, Mexico. He became one of the most iconic and beloved figures in Mexican professional wrestling, especially within the world of lucha libre. La Parca's character, inspired by the personification of, or the Reaper, was instantly recognizable by his striking skeletal costume and mask, which made him stand out in the vibrant world of Mexican wrestling. Starting his career in the late 1980s, La Parca quickly gained popularity for his charismatic presence, high-energy performances, and unique blend of comedy and athleticism. His dance moves and entertaining in-ring style made him a fan favorite, and he was a central figure in Lucha Libre 8AA Worldwide, or AAA, one of Mexico's top wrestling promotions. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, La Parca became a symbol of 8A and Mexican wrestling as a whole. Though the character La Parca was also portrayed by another wrestler who later became known as L.A. Park, Jesus Huerta's version of La Parca was beloved for his charm and connection with the audience. His influence extended beyond Mexico, as he made appearances in the United States with World Championship Wrestling, WCW, during the 1990s. Tragically, La Parca's career and life were cut short in October 2019. During a match in Monterrey, he attempted a risky suicide dive but struck his head on a barrier, resulting in critical injuries. Despite efforts to save him, his deeply saddened the wrestling community and fans worldwide. La Parca's legacy lives on as a true legend of lucha libre, a performer who brought joy, excitement, and a lasting impact to Mexican wrestling. Adrian Street, born on December 5, 1940, in Merthyr Tydfil, Wales, was a legendary professional wrestler and entertainer known for his flamboyant and groundbreaking persona. Passing away at the age of 82, Street left an unforgettable mark on the wrestling world with his unique style and fearless approach. Starting his career in the 1950s, Street quickly stood out in the wrestling scene. At a time when traditional notions of masculinity dominated, he boldly blurred gender lines through his theatrical performances and appearance. His colorful makeup, extravagant costumes, and charismatic presence made him one of the first wrestlers to push the boundaries of sports entertainment, long before such expressions became more accepted. Street competed in many major wrestling promotions, including the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW. Fans and peers alike were captivated by his dramatic flair and in-ring skills. Beyond his eye-catching persona, Street was a skilled grappler, earning multiple championships throughout his career, showcasing that his talent was as genuine as his showmanship. Perhaps even more important than his wrestling accolades was Street's role as a pioneer for LGBTQ+ representation in a sport that was often resistant to such visibility. His courage to be authentic in and out of the ring inspired many and helped pave the way for future generations of performers to embrace their true selves. Adrian Street's legacy goes beyond titles and matches. He was a trailblazer who challenged societal norms and transformed professional wrestling into a platform for creativity and self-expression. His larger-than-life personality and dedication to entertaining fans continue to influence the industry today. The wrestling community deeply mourns his passing, honoring him as a true icon whose impact will be remembered for decades. Ray Washington. Traylor Jr., better known as Big Boss Man, was a legendary professional wrestler born on May 2, 1963. He rose to fame in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, during the late 1880s and early 1990s, becoming one of the most memorable figures in wrestling history. Traylor began his career in the mid-1980s, initially gaining recognition as part of the tag team Midnight Express. However, it was his transformation into the Big Boss Man character, a tough, no-nonsense law enforcement officer and former prison guard, that truly defined his legacy. Big Boss Man's persona was built around his role as a stern enforcer who kept order in the ring with an iron fist, making him a natural villain and later a beloved hero in wrestling storylines. He was known for his intense presence, signature moves, and gritty feuds, especially with high-profile wrestlers like The Big Show and The Mountie. One of the most unforgettable moments in his career was the jailhouse match against The Mountie, which became an iconic moment that showcased his tough, authoritative character. Throughout his career, Big Boss Man won multiple championships, including the WWF Hardcore Championship and several tag team titles. He also competed in World Championship Wrestling, WCW, briefly, where he wrestled as The Boss, a character similar to his WWF persona. Tragically, Ray Traylor due to a heart attack. His deeply affected the wrestling community, with many paying tribute to his skill, dedication, and the lasting mark he left on the sport. Today, Big Boss Man's legacy lives on as an inspiration to wrestlers and fans alike, remembered for his powerful character and unforgettable contributions to professional wrestling. Kevin Owens, born Kevin Steen, has carved out a remarkable legacy in professional wrestling defined by his fearless approach, relentless passion, and unyielding spirit. Known for his aggressive, high-impact in-ring style, Owens embodies the fighting heart of WWE's modern era. But such intensity and physicality do not come without consequences. Throughout his career, Owens has endured numerous injuries, some serious, others minor, that have tested both his body and resolve. Yet time and again, he has emerged stronger, proving why he remains one of the most resilient and respected competitors in WWE history. In this comprehensive exploration, we will delve deep into the major injuries Owens has suffered, the impact on his career, the rumors surrounding his health, and his ongoing commitment to recovery and longevity. This journey not only highlights the physical toll of professional wrestling, but also shines a light on Owens' unparalleled dedication to his craft and his fans. The physical toll, major injuries. Throughout Owens' career, Owens' style inside the squared circle is characterized by hard-hitting strikes, brutal brawls, and high-risk maneuvers. This approach, while electrifying audiences worldwide, has exacted a significant toll on his body. Among the many injuries Owens has faced, several stand out due to their severity and the challenges they presented to his career. Knee injuries, the most significant setback. Arguably, the most defining injury of Owens' career was his double knee surgery in 2018. By that time, Owens had firmly established himself as a top star in WWE, involved in key storylines and delivering some of the most memorable matches of the year. However, years of punishment and wear and tear finally culminated in severe knee problems that required surgical intervention on both knees. This procedure sidelined Owens for several months, a lengthy absence that left a noticeable void in WWE programming. The recovery process was intense and demanding, not only physically but mentally, as Owens had to relearn movement patterns, rebuild strength, and regain confidence in his knees. His commitment to rehabilitation was unwavering. He worked closely with physical therapists and medical professionals, dedicating countless hours to regain full functionality. Owens' return in early 2019 was highly anticipated and met with enthusiasm from fans and peers alike. Despite initial concerns about whether he could perform at his previous level, Owens quickly dispelled doubts. His in-ring performances after the surgery demonstrated that he retained all the power, aggression, and skill that had made him a fan favorite. Moreover, the resilience he showed during this period underscored his mental toughness, proving he was more than capable of overcoming significant adversity. Shoulder injuries, lingering pain, and adaptation. Long before his WWE debut, Owens had already endured several shoulder injuries during his independent wrestling days. These injuries stemmed from his intense style and frequent high-impact moves. Unfortunately, the shoulder pain and damage carried over into his WWE career, sometimes flaring up during intense matches and grueling schedules. In 2015, shortly after Owens made his explosive arrival on the WWE main roster, he sustained a shoulder injury that affected his performance temporarily. Although this injury did not require surgery at the time, it forced Owens to reconsider some of his in-ring techniques to avoid aggravating the condition further. Over the years, Owens has openly dealt with recurring shoulder discomfort. Rather than allowing the pain to limit him, he invested heavily in physical therapy and conditioning programs tailored to strengthen the area. This proactive approach enabled him to compete at a high level while managing the lingering effects of his shoulder issues. His ability to adapt his wrestling style without sacrificing intensity is a testament to his professionalism. By blending power moves with technical skill and strategy, Owens has preserved his health while maintaining the aggressive identity that defines him. Hand and wrist injuries, the cost of a hard-hitting style. Owens' physicality extends to his hands and wrists, which have borne the brunt of his punishing wrestling maneuvers. Like many wrestlers who employ a hard-hitting style, Owens has experienced multiple minor fractures, sprains, and strains in these areas. One notable injury occurred in 2020 during a high-risk move, when Owens suffered a wrist injury that sidelined him briefly. Though surgery was unnecessary, the injury required rest and rehabilitation, leading to a short hiatus from in-ring action. This episode highlighted the delicate balance Owens maintains between pushing his limits and protecting his body. Even minor injuries can significantly affect a wrestler's performance, especially in a sport as demanding as WWE. Owens' willingness to take necessary time off, rather than pushing through pain recklessly, demonstrates his growing maturity and focus on career longevity. Rib injuries and internal damage, wrestling through pain. Another serious but lesser-known injury Owens endured involved his ribs. In 2021, after participating in a particularly brutal ladder match, Owens revealed that he had been coping with significant rib pain. The nature of wrestling ladders, with constant impact and awkward landings, makes rib injuries especially common and painful. While Owens did not take an extended break during this time, sources revealed that the internal damage caused by the rib injury made competing extremely challenging. Wrestling through such pain requires not just physical strength but extraordinary mental resilience. Owens' decision to continue performing despite internal injuries exemplifies his dedication to WWE and his fans. He accepted the pain as part of his professional reality, while simultaneously managing it with medical guidance and conditioning. Separating fact from fiction, debunking injury rumors. In the world of professional wrestling, rumors about injuries and health issues spread quickly, often amplified by fan speculation and wrestling media. Kevin Owens, given his physical style and public prominence, has been the subject of various injury-related rumors, many exaggerated or unfounded. Career-threatening injury. Rumors. Perhaps the most persistent rumors surrounding Owens have centered on fears that his double knee surgery in 2018 and recurring shoulder issues might prematurely end his career. These speculations, though understandable given the severity of knee injuries in sports, have consistently been denied by Owens himself. In interviews, Owens has firmly dismissed the notion that retirement is imminent. He acknowledges the challenges injuries pose, but emphasizes his determination to continue wrestling at a top level. His triumphant return in 2019 and sustained high-caliber performances have reinforced this stance. It's important to note that Owens' willingness to adapt his wrestling style and prioritize rehabilitation reflect a mature approach to longevity that many younger wrestlers often overlook. Concussion speculations. What's the truth? Fans and commentators have also speculated about Owens suffering multiple concussions over his career, mainly due to his involvement in hard-hitting matches and occasional high-risk spots. However, Owens has never publicly confirmed any major concussion-related issues. WWE enforces strict concussion protocols designed to protect performers. If Owens had experienced serious concussions, he would have been subject to mandatory evaluation, testing, and time off until cleared by medical staff. His continuous ability to compete at a high level suggests he has either avoided major concussions or managed them effectively. While minor head bumps and knocks are part of wrestling, Owens' durability and medical compliance have helped prevent lasting concussion damage. Exaggerated reports on chronic conditions. Certain wrestling news outlets have sensationalized Owens' injury status, claiming he suffers from chronic knee problems that could end his career prematurely. While it is true that knee injuries have been a recurring concern, Owens has demonstrated time and again that he can overcome setbacks. He has performed in physically demanding matches since his surgeries, showing no signs of lasting limitations. Owens' proactive approach to conditioning, rehabilitation, and style adjustments have mitigated potential chronic damage. These exaggerated reports often overlook Owens' mental and physical fortitude, as well as the ongoing medical support he receives. Owens' commitment to recovery and longevity, a model for wrestlers. One of the key reasons Kevin Owens remains a durable and compelling performer is his dedication to recovery and long-term health management. Unlike some wrestlers who risk career-threatening damage by rushing back prematurely, Owens takes a balanced and disciplined approach. Rigorous rehabilitation and evolving training methods. Following his knee surgeries, Owens committed to a rigorous rehabilitation protocol that went beyond the standard physical therapy routines. He worked closely with specialists to regain strength, mobility, and confidence in his knees, undertaking exercises to enhance muscle support and joint stability. His commitment was evident in his rapid yet thorough return to competition, which surprised many who expected a longer recovery period. Additionally, Owens has evolved his training regimen over time, incorporating techniques aimed at injury prevention. This includes strength training focused on supporting vulnerable joints, flexibility exercises, and cardiovascular conditioning to improve overall durability. He has also modified his in-ring style subtly, prioritizing technical proficiency and smart pacing over reckless high-impact moves, without sacrificing the intensity and aggression fans expect. Balancing wrestling with personal well-being. Owens' approach reflects an important philosophy about balancing a wrestling career with personal health. He has publicly acknowledged the importance of listening to his body and taking necessary breaks to recover fully. This mindset contrasts with some wrestlers who push through injuries at great personal cost, often shortening their careers or risking permanent damage. Owens' prioritization of long-term health ensures that he can continue entertaining fans at an elite level for years to come. The road ahead: can Kevin Owens avoid further injuries? At this stage in his career, Owens is a veteran well aware of the risks inherent to his wrestling style. The physical nature of his matches means injuries are always a possibility, but his experience gives him tools to minimize these risks. Looking forward, Owens will likely continue to adapt his wrestling techniques, incorporating smarter, safer moves alongside his trademark intensity. His focus on physical conditioning and medical maintenance will be key in preserving his health. Given his track record of overcoming adversity, there is every reason to believe Owens can avoid serious future injuries or recover quickly should they occur. Conclusion: Kevin Owens' enduring legacy of resilience. Kevin Owens' journey through the trials of injury and physical setbacks tells a powerful story about perseverance, dedication, and mental toughness. From double knee surgeries to lingering shoulder pain, hand and wrist injuries, and internal rib damage, Owens has confronted significant challenges head-on. Yet he has never allowed these obstacles to define his career or diminish his passion for wrestling. Instead, Owens uses each setback as motivation to come back stronger, proving time and again why he remains one of WWE's most beloved and respected competitors. While rumors about career-ending injuries have circulated, the reality is clear. Owens is a warrior who fights not only his opponents in the ring, but also the physical toll of his profession. His resilience and commitment to longevity ensure that his story is far from over. Kevin Owens stands as a shining example of strength and endurance in professional wrestling, a true testament to the power of heart, will, and unwavering determination.